Welcome back, subscribers. It's Johnny F. and Hopper and 450s.
What chance does a privateer have?
Welcome to Supercross.
What do you say to a factory ride?
First, start off by saying I actually went to this one. It was fun. I had fun. Besides a couple people that flipped me off, that was interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
I wasn't expecting it, you know. I thought everybody loved me. All jokes aside, there's a fine line between love and hate. I love you guys, even the ones that don't love me back. That's totally okay. Oh. But I guess if I was saying that, the last guy that flipped me off was in the parking lot. And so, you know, it had nothing to do with recognizing me, which is fine, because, you know, small fish in a big pond. But I had it. My ego, my testicles, you know, egotistical, had it. And so he was in a little Ford Focus, and I shined my brights into him because my big Tundra was, you know, right at like face value to him. So I was blinding him, and then I decided to cut him off as we were leaving, and I ran over some cones and roosted him with some cones. The cones actually hit his car and landed right in front of him. Little Ford Focus can't run over the cones, so, you know, created a big traffic jam, and he was stuck at the stadium. Probably just had to get out of his car and move him. But anyway, it was kind of karma, right? But I know I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have done anything like that. But anyway, it was interesting. It was funny. 450s. I want to say Malcolm Stewart finally got it done. You know why? Triple Crown. Riders hate the Triple Crown. Privateers don't like it because there's only 18 spots up for grabs in qualifying. Not all 40 get to go to the heat races, and then they take the riders from the heat races, and then you have an LCQ where you've got 2 chances of getting in. Now you just have your LCQ. The riders don't like it as much because it's more riding, more risk, not a whole lot more reward. Talk about reward here in a second. So normal, 20 minutes plus a lap. These ones are 12 minutes plus a lap. So if you add those together, that's 36 minutes plus those laps, that's an extra 3 minutes. So you're looking at roughly 21 and a half for the normal format. And now you're looking at 39-ish for the Triple Crown. So almost twice as much racing. Twice as many chances to have something go wrong, end your season. It's almost like 2 races in one. And there's no advantage whatsoever because you don't get a bonus point for the last race. Like I saw a lot of fans leave after pretty much the start of the 3rd main event because there's no incentive for Hunter to pass Craig, for Tomac to get back around Anderson and, you know, get Sexton. There's no advantage to it. Say that, hey, you've got the overall because it's a 3-moto format. Woohoo! Just phone it in. Phone it in. If it was like a bonus point, if you win all 3 of them, or the last one counts for another point, do something that makes it advantageous for these riders to be putting on a show for the fans. Because, yeah, they are the show. We want to see them go fast, and this is a way to incentivize them to do so. Or else the Triple Crown really has no merit besides it is fun to have a couple different racing, but if they're just phoning it in, it's not really racing that much. And you got guys like Malcolm that potentially are going, hey, I've done real well in heat races before. This isn't much longer. It's only, you know, 10, 12 minutes. It's not a full main event. I can last, I can hang, I can win. Got riders capitalize on that, which is good. I wish Dylan Ferrandis would have capitalized on it a little bit more because he's the fastest qualifier. He's been 1st, 2nd, 3rd. He's been right there pretty much every weekend. Why can't this guy get a good start? Well, again, I'm saying head. Where Tomac, his confidence is moving. He's moving in the right direction. I ate my words on Cooksy's show, so go check that out, his podcast. I was wrong about Tomac. So I'm wrong about a lot of things. I've been wrong about the Bitcoin price lately while trading. It's been very difficult. You know, I'm on a dry spell, it appears. Will Malcolm use that momentum moving forward? It's a pivotal moment for him this next weekend. He's really got a shit or get off the pot. So hopefully this is continuing him to be one of those top 3 guys that we know he can, because he's extremely fast through the whoops. The track, I did see those guys doing quad in the right around the first turn, which I believe I did say that we're going to do some quads in my track preview, you know. Anyway, that looks sketchy as hell. They weren't doing it in qualifying, but they were doing it in the race, which is just nuts that these guys can hop on a new rhythm in the night show. However, you would expect them to be getting better on the track after a couple 20 minutes on press day, then, you know, a couple 20 minutes to 30 minutes on qualifying, and then, you know, they've been on the track a lot. You would think they could get better because they are the best in the world, and setup gets a little bit better. I did think that the start, it was super fast. It was nice that they put a little bump in there to slow them down. Wondering if these guys had different gearing because they had that triple section. And we saw Anderson get all squirrely because he wasn't completely straight up and down when he went to seat bounce. The dude is just feeling it. I guess segue into him before I finish the track. Dude is feeling it. Nothing can go wrong with this guy. He can ride over his head and it still looks fluid and smooth. Watch him in the stands. He just looks super fluid. Cooksey and I talked about Kenny as far as he just looks kind of stiff. He just doesn't have that, like he's having fun out there. You know, he just looks like he's doing his job, which is a bummer. And maybe it has something to do with just the bad luck he's been having. Maybe it'll just take him a couple more weeks before he can get over that. But he needs to beat his buddy Sexton as to keep the top dog on the team. And I guess the Tomac Ferrandis deal, it's pretty much like Tomac has taken over Yamaha and said, hey, you know, this guy might be fast, but I'm still here and I'm still ready to be the leader. So give me the good parts, right? They got a machine shop. They probably have, both bikes are probably real similar. Besides maybe just quick little setups here. You know, not starting anything more, okay? Just joking about myself. Anyway, not that I say that parts do have... Here I am digressing again. What was I saying about the track? Oh, the gearing. Are they running a little bit longer gearing so that the speeds are a little bit better? Because those guys look like they were doing 50 miles an hour over that start straight. And usually you're third gear in the whoops, second everywhere else, including the start. And if you have this long ass rhythm section, you don't want that bike topping out and go rah, rah, rah. And then you go to laying at a triple and you give it gas and it just has no forward torque. Then you're going da 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 da, and it's real bad, really bad. So I'm assuming they had a click of gear there. So I'm guessing maybe gearing was a little bit taller so that they had a little bit more top end and speed there. You know, meaning like shorter sprockets on the back. I guess you could do it multiple ways with the countershaft. But anyway, digressing. That's what I thought about the 450s. I was really disappointed in Kenny and really disappointed in Webb, because Webb he was doing all the same rhythms, but there was just no forward go. He was just letting guys kind of pass him, and he looked really frustrated. Kenny just looked stiff. Tomac looked confident and fast. He was getting good starts. Starts literally mean you're confident. And Sexton looks like he's ready to take over Honda. Stewart looks as if he's got some more mojo going. He was riding forward as opposed to paying attention to what was going on behind him. Jason Anderson is by far the most impressive rider this season. Like I said, dude just looks smooth and fluid, and he's pretty to watch. And pretty much when he makes mistakes, he makes it look smooth, you know, off the track, whatever. So I'd like to see Dylan do better. But those are pretty much my thoughts on 450. Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep her pinned, man. You can even have elbows down, right? Because it's a long straightaway. So you want to make sure you're getting right behind somebody and you're drafting them. You're just getting rocks thrown at you. You're going to knock your teeth out, you know, just swing around them and stuff their ass like Freezy.